Good morning all of you. My name is Varsha Sani. I am from class 7. Today I am discussing the topic of Constitution of India. Constitution of India contains 395 articles in 22 parts. Additional articles and parts are inserted later through various amendments. There are also 12 schedules in the Indian Constitution. Article 1 in the Constitution states that India, that is Bharat, shall be a union of states. Thank you.
Good morning to everyone. Today's topic is war is the only way to solve international disputes. Yes, war is the only way to solve international disputes. War is the only resort when countries fail to solve issues through economic arrangement. Although wars cause massive bloodsheds and distributions, sometimes it is the only way to bring peace. Thank you.
So I will give a short speech in against war is an option for solving any disputes. War is the barbaric activity which only concludes the loss of life and loss of property. The violence of war is life-threatening which can never resolve any disputes. And it is said by John C. Abbott that war is the science of destruction. On the other hand, it is also said by Chief Joseph that better to live in peace than to lead a war and lie dead. So peaceful negotiations are safe to solve any conflict than to lead a war. Indeed, it remained the world history that war never resolves any problem, any disputes. In fact, it breeds more economical and social problems. Thank you.
I will tell you about the topic of war is an option for solving international disputes. I tell in against. War is not a way for solving international disputes. It is important to understand that a war without the use of nuclear weapons is not possible. Considering the example of two countries, India and Pakistan, both countries have advanced bombs, missiles, weapons, etc. Thank you.
On the topic, war is an option for solving international disputes. Mean of international disputes, ways of solving international dispute, pacific of international dispute, disagreements in a point of law or fact, conflicts of legal abuse or of interest between the state. UN character member states have to settle their international dispute by peaceful means. The main purpose and objective of UN is to maintain international peace and develop friendly relations among national based on the principle and among the nations.
Today's topic is war is the only way to solve international disputes. War can solve problems, but it almost always creates new ones. War is never a good option and is a terrible way to go about solving nation's problem. Thank you.
Respected teachers, my name is Shreya, class 7th. I am to represent the topic on socialists. The word socialist means free from all forms of exploitation, social, economic and political. The word socialist was added to the preamble by the 42nd Amendment Act 1976. Thank you.
I am discussed about debate on topic war is an option for solving international disputes. There is no denying in the fact that war never does good to all, but it is important to understand that something it is inevitable due to multiple reasons. The question is that whether war is the only way to solve international disputes is a debatable topic.
Good morning, respected principal, ma'am and teachers. Today I am ethics class student of class 7 is here to represent you who wrote the Constitution of India. Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar, chairman of the drafting committee, is considered to the chief architect of the Constitution of India. He is also called the father of the Indian Constitution. The Constitution of India was drafted by the members of the Constituent Assembly.
Good morning all of you. Myself, Shivan Bashir, student of class 8. Today I will tell you about the topic of war is an option for solving international disputes. I tell in against. A war is not a way for solving international disputes. It is important to understand that a war without the uses of nuclear weapons is not possible. Considering the example of two countries, India and Pakistan, both countries have advanced bombs, missile, weapons, etc. Thank you.
Good morning everyone. I Minigo from Honorable School St. Mira Academy feel very proud to express my feeling on this wonderful day, the Constitution Day. Constitution Day is also known as Samvidhan Divas. It is celebrated every year to commemorate the adoption of Constitution of India. The Constitution Day was first celebrated on 2015 as the mark of tribute to India's first Law Minister. Bhimrao Ambedkar played a very pivotal role in the drafting of Indian Constitution. The declaration regarding the same was made by Prime Minister Narendra Modi while laying the foundation of Stone Statue of Equality in Mumbai. Constitution Day also celebrated as Law Day. The Constitution came into effect on 26 January 1950. Our Constitution contains a fundamental rights principle and outlined the purposes, structure and limits of an organization. At last, but not the least, on behalf of whole St. Mira Academy, I would like to wish you a very happy and wonderful Constitution Day. Thank you.
Tell you the meaning of fundamental rights. The fundamental rights are known as the basic human rights. These rights are defined into part of 3 by the Constitution. These parts are irrespective of race, date of birth, religion, caste, creed or gender. They are enforceable by the courts, subject and restrictions. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Good morning to all of you. Myself Umesh Yadav. Today I will tell about you Citizenship Day. A person who is a member of a particular country and who has right because of being born there because of being given rights, or a person who lives in a particular town, city or a country. 17th September is an important day because the two important observances take place, Citizenship Day and the Constitution Day. There is also Constitution Week, which is observed the week of September 17 to 23. The Library of Congress official sites describes these observances as being created to both commemorate and signing of the Constitution on 17 September 1787 and recognize all who is by coming of age or by the naturalization have become the citizens. During this time, citizenship and the immigration services take place. Encourage the American to reflect on the rights and the responsibilities of the citizenship. Thank you. Have a nice day.